Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Alright. I'm gonna sit up properly for this one. So the latest chapter of One Punch Man came out, and it's just getting nuttier. Like, it's baffling. Alright, so obviously, you know what happened at the end of the last chapter. If you haven't seen that, I made a video on that. If not, I'm sure plenty of other people have also made a video on that, but I'm assuming if you're watching this video, then, you know, you've caught up on the manga and you're just here to hear a review of it, or my opinion of it, which is, it is getting insane. Okay, so people always they always say, like, oh, who would win in a fight, Goku or Saitama? And, you know, in terms of feats of what's happened, yes, Goku's technically got more of them because, you know, he's done crazier stuff. He's, you know, rattled the universe and what have you. But I'm not lying to you, Saitama's, he's getting there. Like, he just keeps one-upping each single time. So, okay. So I'll just start at the beginning. So obviously at the end of it, that thing happened, if you know what I'm talking about. And Saitama kind of went nuts and went to go fight Garo. And now he's fighting him. And I'm not going to lie to you, like, I was kind of curious because I was like, how are they going to fight on Earth? Because the place is going to get destroyed. Like, them two fighting, it's not going to go well. So I was like, how are they going to counter that? Well, of course they're going to counter it by sending them off to Jupiter's moon. Yeah. So basically, Garo and Saitama collide, and the colliding energy recoiled them through space, and they landed on one of Jupiter's moons. And now they're just casually having a fight on that. Well, they were, but you know, we'll get into that in a moment. But yeah, so Saitama, once again, has survived the vacuum of space like he did when he got kicked to the moon in the first season, when he was fighting Boros. And now he's just chilling on Jupiter's moon, which apparently, from what I've read and what was at the end of the chapter, apparently has a very, very low atmosphere. So the dude's just chilling there, like, not fazed at all by the fact that he has barely any oxygen. Apparently most of the atmosphere is made up of, well, I think it was carbon dioxide or something, or carbon monoxide, I don't know. It was something. It was made of something that wasn't healthy for humans to ingest, and he's just like, yeah, I really don't care. No idea how he's going to get back to Earth. Either, you know, Blast is just going to come save him, or maybe he just jumps back. Like, at this point, nothing will surprise me with this dude. So yeah, quite a few things have happened during the chapter, a few things that I want to talk about. One of them is during a conversation that Blast was having when he was saying, you know, oh, what's going to happen with the Earth? I need to redirect their energy somewhere, otherwise the Earth's going to get destroyed. And you had a couple of people appear behind him, and they were like shadowy people. One of them, the first guy that popped up, I don't know if it was just me, but really I thought he looked like Boros. Like, from the first season, his shadow looked a lot like him. He had, like, the one eye thing going on. Pretty interesting. Also, the lion kind of looked a bit like, you know, the lion from the first season, the House of Evolution. Kind of looked like him, unless it's from a different universe, because, of course, Saitama made him explode, so it's definitely can't be him. But, yeah, it did kind of look like him, which is nuts. But, yeah, Saitama's colliding punch recoiled him at Jupiter's moon, which, again, I looked up, is apparently 706.57 kilometers away, 706 kilometers away, 706 million kilometers away from Earth. So the recoiling punch sent them there in what seemed like, from reading the chapter, what seemed like a couple of seconds. Now, I'm not smart enough, nor do I want to do the maths to figure out, you know, the kinetic energy required to send someone from Earth to Jupiter's moon in that length of time. I don't even want to fathom, like, how much energy was going into those punches, but yeah, absolutely nuts. And again, like I said, Saitama is completely unfazed by the vacuum of space. Some other crazy stuff that Saitama done this one. He casually stuck his hand into the ground and did a serious table flip, as he called it, and completely destroyed the moon. Well, Jupiter's moon. Like, one hand just dug it into the ground, ripped the entire thing in half, and then, of course, decided to completely eradicate it when they were like fighting. But yeah, the dude just completely destroyed the moon, which is slightly bigger, apparently, from, again, what I read, slightly bigger than Earth's moon. So it's bigger than Earth's moon. He eradicated it by simply sticking his hand in it and just basically flipping the soil and the earth and whatever you want to call it up the rock, and destroyed it, and then proceeded to fight Garo, and then, you know, destroyed it even more. And now I don't think that moon is alive anymore. Yeah. Then again, during the fight, he has these weird hyper, I think he calls them hyperspace gates, Garo, which is basically the move that he stole from Blast, where he can do sort of like make space portals where he can like walk through them and end up in another location. You know what portals do. And Saitama, as he was like, all right, goodbye. I'm pretty sure he said like something like goodbye, lol, or something. And Saitama literally kicked it away. Like, not a serious kick, just sort of like he was hitting a ball back to a child, just knocked it away. And I was just like, no effort. Then he used it again. Garo, you know, hitting, you know, speeds that, you know, not even the eyes can see. Made a portal about this close to Saitama, and the dude just went and punched him. Like, at this point, is there anything that Garo can do to really get onto Saitama's level? I mean, at the very end of the chapter, of course, he then copied Saitama like he did last time, and they both punched each other again, which is kind of where the chapter ended. So we'll obviously we're gonna have to wait until the next chapter to see what's gonna happen. But I honestly don't see Garo like coming anywhere close to Saitama, because again, every time he thinks he's one-upping him, bearing in mind this is a guy who got the power of God. Not, well, I mean, kind of, sort of, you know, slapped his hand a little bit, got a little slither of his power. But nonetheless, he's got divine power, and this Saitama is just like, no, I don't care. He even says, I finally, you know, I've got what I've always wanted, a fight where I can, you know, use my power and not kill someone in one punch. But I feel nothing. I just don't feel anything because of what happened in the last chapter. He's just so done. Oh, if I had to say it, honestly, I'd give this chapter like a 7, 8, 9. No, I would say 7. Like an 8, 9, maybe even a 10 out of 10. Like, it's nuts. Like, the stuff that he was doing, I was just like reading it. Oh man, I don't even know why he surprises me at this point anymore, because every time he does something, I'm always like, oh, how did he do that? Well, of course, how did he do that? He's Saitama. Why would I expect anything different? But yeah, this chapter was absolutely nuts. People are gonna, like, just with what's happening with Garo right now, where he keeps, you know, getting stronger and stronger, and he keeps, you know, using different martial arts and stealing other people's abilities. Saitama's the only one that he really needs to try and steal, because he's the only one, the only power that he can get to really fight back. So unless he's able to perfectly copy him, I really don't know what's going to happen, because there's no way he's beating him with the power that he's got now. No way in hell. But yeah, this chapter was absolutely insane. Saitama destroyed a moon. They got the recoil of their punches, knocked them both to Jupiter, which again, just to remind you, is 706.57 million kilometers away. That's a long way away. I'm not going to lie to you. I wouldn't be driving there in a car anytime soon. I tell you that. But yeah, so this chapter has been absolutely insane. I would give it like a solid 8, 9, maybe even a 10 out of 10, like I said. Really can't wait until the next chapter. Crazy stuff's been happening. I don't know how they're going to one-up themselves, but I'm really excited to see. Maybe, you know, they just casually destroy Jupiter. You know, they go to the red spot in Jupiter and they're just like, yeah, explode. Is it Jupiter that has the red spot? I don't know. I don't know much about planets, but hey, yeah. So if you guys enjoyed the chapter, leave a like, you know, comment that you liked it, comment that you didn't like it, comment that what you think is going to happen or what you found stupid. If you can do the maths to tell me how much energy is required to get from Earth to Jupiter's moon in the time frame that they got there, which, like I said, I'm pretty sure was like a couple of seconds, by all means, put it down in the comments. Educate me, because I'm not doing that maths. I was never that. I mean, I passed maths, but I was never that good at maths to warrant wanting to do that. Or science. Like, physics probably plays a big part in that. But, yeah, so if you enjoyed it, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day, and I shall see you in the next video. Goodbye.